Welcome to Power Predictions. Here we discuss fantasy football and provide our professional insight on upcoming football games. My name is Gill, and I'm joined with Azad and Evan.
Azad here. You can hear us from 8 to 9 p.m. every Tuesday night. Excited to be sharing our football knowledge with you, and hope you enjoy this episode of Power Predictions.
Hello, 889 The Bridge. My name is Gill MacDonald, and I'm joined with Azad and Evan today to talk about some games. We're going to do fantasy, but you know what we were thinking? We're short on time. We're about to go to our next class. Let's start with the most important one. We have the Seahawks next week. It's going to be exciting coming off the loss to the Tennessee Titans, crushing for a lot of the Seahawks fans. But what do you guys think about the Seahawks in their matchup next week?
So, I'm going to start off by saying I think the Vikings will win this game just because of the Seahawks' ability to not stop the run.
Prediction.
Derrick Henry ran for 180 yards.
He did.
He is, in my opinion, he is the number one running back. Yeah, he's the number one running back in the NFL, in my opinion. And I
agree. I agree with
You agree?
I think Chris McCaffrey's the best in fantasy, but I think Derrick Henry's the best.
I think Derrick Henry's the best in fantasy, and I think he's the best in real life.
Oh, no.
Yes, because Derrick Henry's catching the ball now.
Okay,
You see that?
but here's the
Christian McCaffrey is literally, he's like a quarterback. He'll just average 20 points.
Yeah,
it's not a big deal. Yeah, he won touchdown. He's going to have a game where he gets 4 touchdowns and he's going to get 40 points just like Derrick Henry.
Well, and let's
All
also
I know
think
is
about
44 points is a lot more than 20.
The Titans have more weapons where the Panthers don't have as many weapons, right? So Christian McCaffrey, when they're in the goal line, I think in the Panthers you always trust Christian McCaffrey. But on the Titans, you got Julio Jones. You have Derrick Henry.
You got A.J. Brown.
A.J. Brown.
You got Ryan Tannehill.
And Ryan Tannehill, who could he's got a little bit of wheels. He could run it in if he wanted to.
Even the Titans' backup running back's pretty solid backup.
So that's why I think for fantasy arguments. But besides the point, Christian McCaffrey, I like that better.
Christian McCaffrey's a better fantasy running back, and there's no doubt about it. But
yeah.
I do think Derrick Henry's a better running back, though.
But let's talk about the Minnesota Vikings. We got Dalvin Cook, who is, once again, another excellent running back, and he may potentially run all over this defense, just like Derrick Henry did.
He will run over. He will run over this defense, and I mean that's Seahawks can't take that as that bad because obviously Dalvin Cook's one of the best running backs in the NFL.
They're not winning, Azad.
What do you mean?
Just letting you know.
Vikings aren't winning?
The Vikings are not going to win this game.
Who's guarding
the Seahawks?
Who's going to guard Justin Jefferson?
Trey Flowers, the GOAT.
Trey Flowers. Trey Flowers.
Yes,
He's going to guard Justin Jefferson.
Trey Flowers. Okay, who's going to guard DK Metcalf? Who's going to guard Tyler Lockett?
True.
Who's going to guard Chris Carson?
I know, but when you have a running back,
who's going to stop the GOAT Russell Wilson?
When you have a running back like Dalvin Cook, you control the time of the game, like the game time with the ball in your hands. So I think the Vikings will be on offense more than the Seahawks.
Okay. Do you really think they're going to go into this week just like being like, oh, we just faced a good running back, gave up a lot of points. We're just going to let it happen again? Or do you think they're going to work on it?
They're going to work on it.
Exactly.
But that's why the passing game will work so well for the Vikings. All Vikings wide receivers start them this week in fantasy.
I was just saying, I do think that the Vikings are similar to the Titans because they have good receivers, they have a decent quarterback, they have a great running back. Mm-hmm. But I think they're exactly like them. Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen are kind of like Julio Jones.
So why will the result differ if they're exactly like each other?
Because the defense. I think Titans' defense is better.
Let me just stop
this. I do think the Seahawks will make adjustments.
I agree. I think the summary is it's two really powered offenses going head-to-head. It's going to be a matter of who scores the most points and the time. And I know that's super simplified, but this is what the game is going to come down to. Whoever has the better offense here, I think, wins the game.
So Seahawks.
The better offense?
I think they're very evenly matched. I think it's going to be one of the closer games this week, but I'm going to give it to the Vikings. I just think last week really showed a lot of the gaps in the Seahawks run defense, and Dalvin Cook is one of the best running backs in the league.
One of the best.
Now let's move on to another game because I know that's a really controversial game. I kind of want to go, let's think about maybe one that is going a little under the radar, the Bucks and the Rams. We got Matthew Stafford, who's been doing well this season.
Bucks.
I mean,
100% Bucks.
Rams guys, I know you guys are Seahawks fans,
They're sneaky.
but Rams are potentially
Rams
a Super Bowl contender.
Team.
Yeah,
I think they have the offense and the defense.
They're great. Cooper Kupp is great. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and in the NFC West, this would be a crucial game for the Rams to win. If they win, they probably separate themselves from, I'm guessing, the 49ers. I'm not sure the 49ers.
Cardinals too.
Cardinals too, but the Cardinals are playing the Jags. I'm giving that one to the Cardinals.
But it's not an easy win.
It's not an easy win, but I haven't seen anything from Trevor Lawrence recently, so I'm just not confident in him playing against the Cardinals. Throwing 2 interceptions last week.
I agree.
I don't like that at all. So I think Cardinals, Rams, they're going to be the two elite teams, and we've talked about this before on the show. But this is going to be definitely a separation game from that kind of like Seahawks and 49ers being the low end of that division, the Rams and the Cardinals being up there. But who do we have for the Rams and Bucks? I'm going to take... That's hard. It's hard to go against Tom Brady any week.
I'm never going against Tom Brady ever again in my life.
It's hard. It's really hard. I'm going to say... I'm going to say Bucks.
I'm going to take the Rams just because we need to get a little mixture. Yeah. Rams are a better team, better quarterback. Maybe
I like that.
I think Matthew
better
Stafford
quarterback?
is a great quarterback.
No.
He's not better. No, I take that
no.
back. You guys need to be quiet and let me finish. He's not a better quarterback, but he's a great quarterback. He's up there. Better wide receivers. I think Bucks have that, okay?
Yeah, okay.
Bucks have that.
Bucks have it.
Defense, Rams have it, no doubt. No word said.
No doubt.
Solid.
Running back, I think that the Rams have that too, but I think offense and defensive line, Rams also have, and I think that's going to be the most important part of this game.
Don't sleep on the Bucks offensive line. They got some guys in there.
I'm a Seahawks fan. I wouldn't mind if the Rams lose, but I think the Rams are going to win.
Okay, let's go to another really close division, the AFC North. It's going to be super tight here. We're going to wrap it up, starting to wrap it up with the AFC North. We're just going to talk about how close this division is with the Steelers, Ravens, Browns, Bengals, all tied at 1 apiece. Let's go Bengals, Steelers. Once again, this is going to put a team, of course, at the top of the division. I'm going to go with the Steelers here. They made it really close with the Raiders, and Raiders proved that they are a really good team with Derek Carr leading them. And I think Bengals are not a really good team.
I'm taking the Bengals.
I disagree.
I don't think the Bengals are that good of a team.
I don't think so.
But I already know.
I think they're good.
I'm a great prediction person. I'm taking the Bengals.
Okay.
Because they have T. Higgins. They have
Jamar
Chase.
Who's the rookie of the year. Jamar Chase.
They have Tyler Boyd. And they have Joe Burrow, who last week threw a pick.
Comeback player of the year.
What?
Comeback player of the year is Joe Burrow.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think he's gonna be the comeback player of the year. But you look at last week they almost beat the Chicago Bears. They lost by 3 points, and they had they gave up an offensive or defensive touchdown to the Bears. I mean, if they take that away, they win the game.
Yeah, don't sleep on Joe Mixon either.
And
exactly.
Steelers
Joe Mixon's great. Yeah.
And to bring up another point, Steelers are injury prone. Deontay Johnson going down at the end of the game, of the Raiders game. Most fantasy managers did not like to see that. That was really cringeworthy right at the end. It's like, just kind of give it up. So there is an argument there. I'm going to go with the Steelers, though. Let's go to another game in the NFC North. We have the Ravens matching up against the Lions. I think pretty clear winner here, but you never know. Upsets
Ravens.
do happen.
I love Lamar Jackson. He's my fantasy quarterback.
Lamar Jackson's my guy. I think he's due for a big year. I mean, last year he had a great year, but he didn't have a...
He didn't have a Lamar Jackson.
He didn't have a Lamar Jackson year. This is a Lamar Jackson year. He just beat Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Exactly.
Lamar Jackson, watch him as an MVP candidate this year, if not the favorite to win it.
What do we think about Jared Goff on the Lions? Do you think he's a good fit there?
No. I don't think Jared Goff's that good of a quarterback in general. I mean, we watched last night. He just goes on streaks. Like he'll make good throws and then he'll make bad throws, and that's really what kind of happened.
Yeah,
so.
I think he's careless, to be honest. He makes silly mistakes.
Yeah, like that one of the last throws of the game, he just threw it up to him. I mean, it wasn't even
like a Jameis Winston kind of throw.
Exactly, Jameis Winston type.
It's like, what are you thinking?
And the snap, he dropped a snap fumble.
He also misthrowed one. He was trying to throw it and he lost it in his back.
Okay, it's a shorter episode this time, but I say we're going to go over one more super big game. That is the Eagles and the Cowboys. Man, it's going to be close.
Eagles. I don't like the Cowboys.
I think Eagles have been overrated this year.
Eagles.
I
wouldn't say
Eagles.
overrated.
Eagles have one of the best defenses in the league, and they're playing one of the worst teams in the league.
Have you seen the Cowboys defense?
Cowboys are the worst team in the league.
What?
Cowboys are going to go 1-16 this year.
Okay, give a little background. Cowboys are Azad's team, so there might be a little bias.
I'm just kidding. I do think that the Eagles will win this game, but I do think that these two teams are going to be the top teams in division. I do think that the Cowboys and the Eagles will be good to finish the year, but I think Jalen Hurts is a better quarterback.
What?
Dak
Prescott? No, you don't.
No,
he's going. Listen to me.
Come on,
he's
Dak
going.
You don't really think that.
He's going to become a better quarterback.
Okay, in 5 years, you think he'll become a better quarterback?
Yes.
Maybe so.
He doesn't even have that great of weapons, and he's doing really good right now.
Devonta Smith is a weapon.
He is.
He's a rookie.
Illegal.
Okay? He's a rookie. He's a rookie.
I mean, Cowboys, they might be going in short-handed. I've heard Amari Cooper might not play this weekend. I told you guys last week that he's injury-prone.
He's always injured. It's annoying.
He doesn't have a real injury, like not like an ACL type thing, but he's always like banged up.
Yeah, like every time he catches the ball.
To end out this podcast, though, who do we think is going to win the NFC East? There's no
Cowboys.
Super contender here.
There is a super contender. What do you mean? Cowboys are Super Bowl contenders.
I just don't think no. Okay.
They are.
They
are.
Right let's end the episode on that.
I could go into 5 hours and talk about how the Cowboys are not a Super Bowl contender.
And I will respond within 10 hours.
They have hurt Michael Gallup. They have hurt Amari Cooper.
And they have a monster Tony Pollard at running back, better than Zeke, by the way.
This has been a fun episode. And you know what?
Trevon Diggs, defensive player.
Okay, Cowboys, we'll see how they do against the Eagles. It's going to be a really close game. I'm super excited to watch it. Thank you for joining us. Sorry to leave you at 10 minutes, but we got a class to go to. You can listen to us on 88.9 The Bridge in your car, or if you're listening to us on YouTube, it's our first episode, so we're excited to make more of these. And you can also search us up on podcasts at Power Predictions. Thanks for joining us once again.
Thank you.